incredibly complex, and it took a long time for them to figure out what that even is.
Very soon, we're gonna find something really very important and very special over there.
This was a huge development, as all other claims of Viking artifacts being found within the United States have been proven to be hoaxes or forgeries.
All the breakthroughs in recent decades came the discovery that it predicted eclipses, that it followed the variable motion of the moon.
What if everything you learned about human history in school was wrong? What if advanced civilizations existed millions of years before we thought possible? Today, we're diving into episode 4 of our Forbidden Archaeology series, where we'll explore discoveries so controversial that mainstream science refuses to acknowledge them. These are the artifacts that don't fit the official timeline, the discoveries that challenge everything we think we know about our past. Our first forbidden discovery takes us to 1901, when Greek sponge divers found something impossible at the bottom of the Mediterranean Sea. The Antikythera mechanism, a 2,000-year-old analog computer more sophisticated than anything that would be invented for the next 1,500 years. This bronze device could predict eclipses, track planetary movements, and calculate the timing of the Olympic Games. But according to mainstream archaeology, the ancient Greeks were supposed to be primitive compared to our modern technology. The precision required to create this mechanism suggests a level of mathematical and engineering knowledge that supposedly didn't exist until the Renaissance.
Can't have something like that without a vast effort behind it.
Yeah.
Human beings were working on creating this geared and cogged machinery.
So how did ancient Greeks create something that modern scientists are still struggling to fully understand? This single artifact forces us to question everything we think we know about ancient technological capabilities. But it's just the beginning of our journey into forbidden archaeology. Out-of-place artifacts, or OOPArts, are objects found in geological layers or archaeological contexts where they simply shouldn't exist according to conventional timelines. Take the Baghdad Battery, a 2,000-year-old clay jar containing a copper cylinder and iron rod. When filled with an acidic solution, it generates electrical current. But electricity wasn't supposed to be discovered until the 18th century. Or consider the Saqqara bird, a wooden artifact from ancient Egypt that bears an uncanny resemblance to a modern airplane. Its aerodynamic design suggests knowledge of flight principles thousands of years before the Wright brothers. The Peary Race map of 1513 shows the coastline of Antarctica with impossible accuracy, depicting the continent as it would appear without ice. But Antarctica wasn't officially discovered until 1820, and we didn't map the land beneath the ice until the 1950s.
These maps were expanded to include depictions of the entire world.
Each of these artifacts tells the same story. Ancient civilizations possessed knowledge and technology that shouldn't have existed according to our current understanding of history. But perhaps the most challenging discoveries come from megalithic sites around the world. Göbekli Tepe in Turkey predates Stonehenge by 6,000 years and was built by supposedly primitive hunter-gatherers.
They've stopped excavation and they've planted trees above some of the areas, which is very strange.
It is, yeah.
And they want the excavation to resume in 150 years?
The precision of these ancient constructions defies explanation. Stones weighing hundreds of tons, cut with laser-like accuracy, and fitted together so perfectly that you can't slide a piece of paper between them. At Pumapunku in Bolivia, we find evidence of machine-like precision in stone cutting. Perfect right angles, smooth surfaces, and complex interlocking joints that would challenge modern construction techniques.
To date the stones of Pumapunku themselves, they could be thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years old. We don't know.
The Great Pyramid of Giza contains over 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing 2.5 tons on average. It was built with such precision that its base is level to within just 2.1 centimeters. How did ancient civilizations achieve this level of precision without modern tools? The official explanation involves copper chisels and wooden ramps, but many engineers argue this simply isn't possible.
Truth is, as everybody will admit, is that these are all theories and that nobody knows how the Great Pyramid was done. I get it.
According to researchers like Michael Cremo, there's a systematic suppression of archaeological evidence that doesn't fit the accepted timeline of human evolution. Primo documents hundreds of cases where artifacts and human remains found in geological layers millions of years old were either ignored, dismissed, or hidden away in museum storage rooms. The scientific establishment's response to these discoveries is often ridicule, career destruction, or simply pretending the evidence doesn't exist. But why would mainstream archaeology suppress evidence of advanced ancient civilizations? The answer lies in the fundamental assumptions of modern science. Our entire understanding of human evolution and technological development is built on the idea of linear progress, that we've steadily advanced from primitive to sophisticated. Evidence of advanced ancient technology doesn't just challenge individual theories, it threatens to topple the entire framework of modern archaeology and anthropology. What if ancient civilizations possessed knowledge that we've lost? What if human history is not a story of steady progress, but of cycles of rise and fall? Ancient texts from around the world describe flying machines, advanced weapons, and technologies that sound remarkably similar to modern inventions. The Sanskrit epics describe vimanas, flying vehicles with incredible capabilities. The Mahabharata contains detailed descriptions of weapons that sound suspiciously like nuclear devices.
Brahmastra has the capacity to actually destroy the entire universe.
Ancient civilizations possessed astronomical knowledge that shouldn't have been possible without advanced instruments. They knew the Earth was round, calculated its circumference, and understood complex celestial mechanics. Could these be memories of a lost global civilization? A technologically advanced society that was destroyed by some catastrophic event, leaving only scattered remnants and confused legends.
Which doesn't just appear out of nowhere. It has to have a context. It has to have a background.
Recent discoveries continue to challenge our understanding of ancient history. Each new find pushes back the timeline of human civilization and technological achievement. Underwater archaeology has revealed massive structures submerged for thousands of years. The Yonaguni Monument off Japan appears to be a man-made pyramid complex, but it would have been above water over 10,000 years ago. New dating techniques are revealing that many sites are far older than previously thought. Göbekli Tepe, once dated to 9000 BCE, may actually be 12,000 years old or more.
The site of Göbekli Tepe is a series of circular enclosures, but then in the center of each enclosure you have two particularly big T-shaped pillars of limestone sort of facing each other.
Genetic evidence suggests that modern humans have been anatomically and intellectually identical to us for at least 200,000 years. If we're capable of building smartphones and space stations, why couldn't ancient humans have developed similar technologies? The last ice age ended only 11,700 years ago, potentially wiping out evidence of earlier civilizations. What we consider prehistoric may actually be post-apocalyptic. If forbidden archaeology is correct, then human history is far more complex and mysterious than we've been taught. We may not be the first technological civilization on Earth. Instead of linear progress, human history might be cyclical, with advanced civilizations rising and falling over hundreds of thousands of years. This would explain why ancient monuments seem designed to survive catastrophes, why megalithic sites are found on every continent, and why ancient myths from around the world tell similar stories of advanced beings and lost golden ages. It would also explain why so many ancient technologies seem to parallel our modern inventions. Perhaps we're not inventing new technologies, we're rediscovering old ones. But if this is true, why isn't it common knowledge? Some researchers suggest a deliberate cover-up by academic and government institutions who benefit from maintaining the current historical narrative. Whether you believe in forbidden archaeology or not, these discoveries force us to ask important questions about our past and our assumptions about human capability. True scientific inquiry requires an open mind and willingness to follow evidence wherever it leads, even if it challenges our most fundamental beliefs. As new technologies allow us to explore previously inaccessible sites and analyze artifacts with unprecedented precision, we may finally get answers to these ancient mysteries. Perhaps most importantly, forbidden archaeology reminds us that human beings have always been capable of incredible achievements. Our ancestors weren't primitive, they were us. Uncovering the internet's wildest trends, top 10s, and fascinating discoveries. New videos weekly.